Bible story today tells us about another miracle. Jesus did something that no one but God can do. He walked on the sea. He also allowed Peter to walk on the sea too. But when Peter became afraid, Jesus was right there to save him. Jesus has control over the wind and the sea. He is always there to help us, and he stays with us wherever we go. He can do the impossible. Speaking of impossible, I have another experiment I want to show you. Let's check it out.
So for today's experiment, you are going to need a glass pie plate, a dry erase marker, and some room temperature water. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the lid off your dry erase marker, and you're going to go ahead and draw something on your pie plate. I'm going to just go ahead and draw a question mark. I'm going to go over it again here just to make sure it's nice and dark. You're then going to give your drawing just a little bit of time to dry. It doesn't need much time. Then you will take your room temperature water and slowly pour it into the pie plate and watch what happens. Check that out. What is going on here? When I added the water, all of a sudden, the ink came off of the glass and now it is floating on top of the water. I can even move my pie plate around and it's just moving around on top of the water. It's keeping its shape pretty well too, except the dot is kind of floating away. That's so cool. It reminds me of our Bible story today, how Jesus walked on top of the water. Now that's pretty cool.
Can you believe that? The ink was able to float on top of the water. Pretty amazing, huh? In our Bible reading today, Peter experienced something pretty amazing too. He walked on the water with Jesus. But soon, Peter thought that this seemed impossible. He began to doubt and sink. But Jesus did not leave him. Jesus saved Peter, even though Peter had forgotten about God's power. Jesus promises to be with us and save us too, even when we doubt, sin, or forget his promises. When Peter became afraid and started to sink, he could not get back to Jesus. He could only call for help, and Jesus was right there to save him. Because Jesus is God, he is with us always. Even when we doubt, sin, or forget about God, he never leaves us or forgets about us. He saved us from our sins, and he is always ready to forgive us. God's love for us keeps Jesus together with us. He's with us all the time. He helps us and keeps us close each day. Now, that's some seriously good news, because Jesus is with me all the time.